Good morning. Shirley from Bluebird Quilt Studio. I have some fun things to share with you today. Just came back from market and came across some really fun, fast patterns and fun techniques that I thought would be perfect for getting ready for the holidays. Also have just some fun tools that might really be helpful for you as you're preparing for your holiday workshop. So let's take a look at what we've got here. So this first group of patterns is from 10 Sisters, and it is actually a grid type system. One of the trends that's definitely happening at market is these pixelated quilts. And so this particular style of quilting could be adapted for any pixel style quilt. And for those of you that like to be creative, you could also take a piece of graph paper and color code this out and make this your very own. So I'll show you how the technique works, and also share a tool that I found super helpful in this process. So the 10 Sisters patterns come with a gridded interfacing that you place your squares on. So it could be like this. However, I'm going to be quite honest. You could also use a lighted mat like this Cutterpillar mat, and that's what I did for this particular sample. If you have a cutting mat on top of this lighted Cutterpillar box, and we do have these in stock, you can use this to line up your squares. And these patterns are super great because they give you different versions of the pattern that come in different sizes depending on the size of square that you choose. So in this case, these are 1.5 inch squares, and you lay them on the grid, essentially, with a little bit of space in between them. And if you're using their interfacing, you would fold these after they've been placed, and I used a little glue stick to kind of tack them in place. The fusible side of the interfacing is facing up, and then if you fold along that line and then stitch your seam, you can see, first of all, they all line up, and you just work your way down stitching seams as you go, so you end up with something that looks kind of like this. Then once you have them stitched, what you do is you clip the corners, and here we go. You clip the corners and fold them so that every seam will nest super fast, no pinning. And the magic of this is once you have stitched them both directions, because of the method that you've used, every seam point matches. So it is really kind of a magic process. Really enjoyed using this lighted mat and Cutterpillar system to do this particular process. I love using this mat for a variety of things. So these little 10 Sisters projects, the smaller patterns come with the gridded system. This interfacing that's already pre-gridded is available on the yard, by the yard, and we'll be getting some more of these patterns and books in. It's quite a fun technique. It's a great stash buster, gets rid of scraps, and I don't know if you can ever get rid of scraps, to be honest, but definitely gives you something fun to do with scraps. So super fun. Looking forward to making a little sewing tote with those samples there. So those are from 10 Sisters. Some other wonderful projects that we came across. I love laser cuts. I have a laser cutter of my own. However, these particular patterns are cut by Laser Cut Quilt Company. And I've placed them here just on some, I placed this particular sample on some strips of Glorious Batik. The sample for this one actually turns this into a mat, and you could place it in front of your sewing machine. Just thought that was super cute. Okay, so there's a fast and fusible, fun way to make a fast project. Here's another one by Laser Cut Quilts. This is a Lori Holt design. This one has a little hand embroidery with it. We have these kits and patterns that just came in. And what's great is these kits come with extra embellishments. So these little yellow buttons will go across the sewing machine, and they're just going to be so cute. The pin cushion will have little pins and beads in it. It'll be super fun to finish that off. So here's a little bit of lace that goes with that first project, a little black lace. But look how cute this is. So this particular laser cut quilt, I have plans to make for my brother. Hopefully he's not watching. Chances are good he's not watching. To hang over his staircase for Christmas. So just want to show you how I used this laser, these laser cuts and the pattern that's included in here, so that you can see how easy this becomes when you have a lighted mat. Now for this particular project, we don't need the grid on top, but just by putting this on flat on the table, again, I used a glue stick, and I literally used this to line up my design with the laser cuts right on top of it. Just a glue stick, kind of tacked it down, got it oriented, and then went ahead, and after it was tacked down with the glue stick, then I could take it to the ironing board and fuse it according to the fusible instructions. So super excited about these laser cut kits. We do have several of each of these in stock, and we look forward to helping you with that. In addition to those things, we've got some great block of the months that are coming. We have an Island Batik Jubilation quilt that's going to be starting in January. Super bright colors. The name says it all. It's a jubilation. And we also have a lovely green and blue block of the month with batiks coming. So those are just a few of the things that are happening here at Bluebird Quilt Studio. Please stop on in and say hello, and we look forward to helping you with your Christmas projects. Hope these ideas gave you some fun shopping opportunities and some fun creating opportunities with the Cutterpillar light boxes. We have those in stock, and these fun laser cut kits and patterns. Have a great day.